Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are live in Boston, Massachusetts, and no better way to kick us off tonight here in Boston than a unification matchup between Ilya Dragunov and Bronson Reed. Ilya Dragunov is the United States champion. Bronson Reed is the United Kingdom champion. Ilya Dragunov defeated Austin Theory to become the United States Championship, to win the United States Championship, and then also retained against Theory in a rematch. Then it came down to Bronson Reed going backstage and talking to Shawn Michaels and saying, hey, I want to unify the championships. And the only reason why he's doing that is because he wants the championship, since Austin Theory is the one that dropped him in the first place. Bronson Reed wants to hold all the championships, and certainly that's what we're going to see. Either Bronson Reed or Ilya Dragunov will hold the United States Championship or that United Kingdom Championship together. Who is going to be the man to unify those singles championships, though? A big-time question. Both men are certainly phenomenal. Bronson Reed has certainly been on a hot streak when it comes to big-time matches. But Ilya Dragunov, you cannot doubt this young man. The future of the business right in those light blue colored eyes. Might seem friendly, but when he gets in this ring, he's one of the most physical superstars you are going to see in the world today. And now, here he comes, the United Kingdom champion holder, Bronson Reed. And he has out two of his other business partners, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, with him tonight. Imagine we wouldn't even be having this matchup. Bronson Reed wouldn't even be wanting to unify the championships. Of Austin Theory would have done his job and defeated Ilya Dragunov in that matchup. But, well, we're here. Bronson Reed having to save the day for his group, basically. His business partners, whatever you surely want to call it. But certainly, with the numbers games out of Ilya Dragunov's hands, certainly you got to believe Bronson Reed may be the one walking out the unified champion tonight. Is it going to be time for a tsunami here in Boston, or will we be seeing a flying headbutt to end the championship reign? As there is the United States Championship, and we'll be waiting for the United Kingdom Championship as well. Both championships are on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you have? Do you see Ilya Dragunov? Do you see Bronson Reed? We're about to find out here live tonight. Referee rings the bell. Referee trying to take out the referee. I don't know why they're signaling, going after the referee. It must have said something to piss him off, but hopefully we don't see any more of that, or we'll see some disqualifications there as a big-time submission hold here. Referee's taken out. It's not like if Ilya Dragunov tapped out here, the referee couldn't really do anything about it. Very weird way to kick us off in this matchup, but certainly we'll see how it goes from here as that running STO takes down Dragunov. Oh no, Dragunov in a bad way. Reed might be looking to end the matchup early. If I'm Reed, I would have went for the damn splash, but certainly has something else in mind against Dragunov. That flying shoulder tackle puts Dragunov in his place. But Dragunov again fighting back. Certainly very underrated talent for sure, but certainly given his opportunities, he can certainly impress. As getting dropped right on that top rope though. But ladies and gentlemen, we have 8 massive matches, including this matchup and 7 other matchups going at it tonight, especially that main event with Roman Reigns, your World Heavyweight Champion, taking on Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, as well as you got Blood versus Blood, Roman Reigns group, the Bloodline essentially. You could see as the Usos will be taking on The Rock and Solo Sikoa later on tonight. Plus, we have 2 superstars that certainly claim to be the best of the best in WWE, and we're going to see it live tonight as CM Punk and Seth Rollins go at it live tonight at Halloween Havoc as Bronson Reed, oh no, all that weight to the lower back there. Absolutely vicious, and now Bronson Reed going to attack the lower back of Ilya Dragunov, and that is not where you want to be if you're Ilya Dragunov, having all that weight land on you. And if I'm Ilya, you got to toss him back in the ring if you can. But oh no, Bronson Reed with that military press. No, oh, look at that, Ilya Dragunov trying to go for that pinfall, but obviously this is not a falls count anywhere matchup. Certainly if it was, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller would be all over Ilya Dragunov. As again, back and forth we go. Into the corner, Bronson Reed, ooh, big stinger splash in the corner. Pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough to put him away? But being saved by the rope is Ilya Dragunov. Uh-oh. Bronson Reed has him up. Looking for a Death Valley driver, I believe. But Ilya Dragunov fighting out of it. This is the moment Dragunov needs here. Oh my goodness. How ballsy is Ilya Dragunov? Straight up, slapping the chest and the face area of Bronson Reed. A lot of superstars, 99% of this roster would not want to do that to Bronson Reed, but I think Ilya Dragunov might be that one superstar that has the balls to do it. As Dragunov off the ropes here. A little bit of a 619 into a discus clothesline. Oh my goodness, are we about to see Dragunov do it? No. Dragunov at 2.5, and now, yep, this is what we're talking about. The numbers game coming into play. Austin Theory getting involved here, and Bronson Reed saying, hey, come look at this, what I'm about to do to Ilya Dragunov. No, but that jumping knee out of nowhere caught Bronson Reed. Everything is breaking down here, ladies and gentlemen. Bronson Reed needs to find something out very, very quickly here. He's in trouble. Big jumping knee again. Ilya Dragunov. He might be able to do it. 2. No. Bronson Reed kicks out at 2.5. Good back and forth matchup despite the outside interference by Austin Theory early on. Dragunov. What is he thinking? He's top rope here. Top turnbuckle. Flying crossbody misses. Now Bronson Reed looking to capitalize here. This is the opportunity Bronson Reed needs at this exact moment. Reed now. Oh, big chop there to the chest. And oh no, Reed. High risk. Tsunami to Ilya Dragunov. Is that it? That's the middle of the ring. That's dead center. And it is. Bronson Reed tonight unifies the United States and the United Kingdom Championships. That tsunami dead center of the ring. And there is your unified United States and United Kingdom champion, Bronson Reed. This man gets even more dangerous on the Monday Night Raw roster. Who can beat this man, ladies and gentlemen? Certainly couldn't be Ilya Dragunov. Who can step up to the plate and face the big man, the big Bronson Reed? And now we are ready for another big-time matchup, ladies and gentlemen. The leader of D-Generation X, Dolph Ziggler, is here tonight, and he will be taking on Bill Goldberg for the very first time ever. You gotta believe if Dolph Ziggler is able to knock off Bill Goldberg, you can only imagine where Dolph Ziggler will be going from here. It's a big opportunity for Dolph. He got real ballsy when Goldberg is... there was rumors of Goldberg going to be coming to Monday Night Raw and requesting a matchup for Halloween Havoc, but Ziggler would come out while Goldberg was having his entrance and attack Bill Goldberg. Dolph was not going to allow Bill Goldberg to have his routine walk down to the ring and prance on down here and talk to everybody. Dolph Ziggler wanted it to make it about him, and Ziggler's like, hey, if you want your matchup, look no further. I'll give you one at Halloween Havoc. And certainly Ziggler's had some big matches in his career, and certainly going to add another one in his lengthy career here in WWE. And imagine how he can fare. Like, imagine if he can knock off Bill Goldberg, the WWE Hall of Famer, tonight. As we wait for Bill Goldberg here. He's had experience at Halloween Havoc, and I only can imagine how he's feeling tonight. We saw Sting at Halloween Havoc become the new NXT United Kingdom champion. Can only imagine how Goldberg is going to be at this moment right now. And there he is. The man that's been in phenomenal shape, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing to look like an absolute badass and looking to show Dolph Ziggler that he is next in line for an ass whooping. Goldberg, Ziggler, mere moments away here at Halloween Havoc. And this crowd still loves themselves some Bill Goldberg here. For an older superstar, an older wrestler, Goldberg can still hang with the best of the best. And certainly he's going to have to deal with a man that's been around this business for well over, I believe it's been 20 years for Dolph Ziggler. So for a man to hang around very close to 20 years in this business, and especially in WWE, to continuing to evolve and everything, that's quite an impressive a deal for Mr. Dolph Ziggler there. But we'll see how he faces off with this man, Bill Goldberg. At one time dominated WCW back in the day. I remember when Bill Goldberg first came to Monday Night Raw back in the day, years and years ago. Referee ringing the bell. Here we go, Dolph Ziggler and Goldberg. Let's see how Dolph Ziggler fares against the WWE Hall of Famer, WWE legend Dolph Ziggler facing off with Bill Goldberg. Oh, a big running knee strike to Ziggler. Ziggler needs to be very careful and not allow Goldberg to get his hands on him like he is right now, because Goldberg's the master of putting away matches in the first, 5-10 minutes. It's all it was in WCW for the most part, and imagine it's going to be the exact same thing here in WWE. Goldberg, like we mentioned just a little bit ago, that Goldberg was actually here a couple years ago on Monday Night Raw, facing the likes of Batista, Triple H, Brock Lesnar, and so many other talent here on Monday Night Raw, and certainly the rosters have changed from then. We've seen, Goldberg here and there throughout the years. Certainly last year, I believe, around Survivor Series time as well. So, there's definitely some big-time superstars we've seen plenty throughout. And Goldberg's one of those superstars that, I believe he could still have plenty of big-time matches in his career. Here's a pinfall opportunity, looking to steal one. A little arrogant, cocky count right there. But obviously with the big legs of Goldberg, that is not going to be able to put him away just yet. Is now Goldberg. Oh, Goldberg. Uh-oh. Oh, right to that back of that left knee. And just like that, Ziggler getting what he needs right there. Vicious neck breaker there from Ziggler, the leader of D-Generation X, looking to be in a massive, much-needed win opportunity situation right now. As Ziggler, it's about 3/4 away. Ziggler with an elbow drop. Absolutely beautiful maneuver. Is that going to be enough? Goldberg with a strong kick out. And we were actually able to talk to Dolph Ziggler earlier on today about D-Generation X being more aggressive as of late, and Ziggler did say yes. D-Generation X has been getting more aggressive as we ramp up, getting closer to Survivor Series, Royal Rumble time as well. So Ziggler believing that, having Big E and Braun Breaker go after the Raw Tag Team Champions, as there's no clear contender at this exact moment, Ziggler believed it was a perfect time for D-Generation X to try and take Alpha Academy out of that and get themselves an opportunity. And Ziggler believes it was a perfect opportunity to really attack Goldberg, and he believes this is a stepping stone matchup, and Ziggler believes that he will be the next generation of massive WWE legends. As Ziggler with that impressive famouser as over the top Goldberg goes. This is the opportunity Ziggler needs. The sleeper hold here to Goldberg. Goldberg may have to tap out unless he can somehow get his long arms to the bottom rope, either behind him or to his left or right on this TV camera. And now, wait a minute, Goldberg gets himself out of it. Back and forth we go, both men outside the ring to really figure out what they need to do, and Goldberg with a big clothesline from behind. Good back and forth matchup early on here, both men fighting with all their heart right now. Certainly need to bring everything in this type of marquee matchup. Ziggler tuning up the band, looking to put down Bill Goldberg. Ziggler, no, Goldberg somehow moved out of the way, sidestepping the super kick. And now Ziggler has to go back to the drawing board right now. But now I guess not. Ziggler going to take some time to rub it in this sold-out capacity Boston, Massachusetts crowd. And hopefully that didn't give Goldberg plenty of time to get himself back in this matchup. As that back rake, oh my goodness. No, look at that amateur background coming in there with that back suplex. Goldberg rolling out of the ring, believing he's in a perfect position, but Ziggler right from behind, and he connects with a famouser to the outside here on the padding. Oh, another vicious knee in this match, man. Both superstars trying to do their damnedest to put on a clinic, and Ziggler right now is outsmarting and out-wrestling Goldberg at this moment. Doesn't mean it won't take one spear or jackhammer to end Dolph Ziggler very, very quickly. And now both men back inside the ring. We will not have ourselves a count out. And now Ziggler tuning up the band one more time. He missed the first time. Can he hit the second time? Yes, he does. He's got the second one. Is that enough to put away the Hall of Famer? 2, 3 it is. Dolph Ziggler bringing the fight to Bill Goldberg tonight. One of the most massive wins you will see in Dolph Ziggler's career. What is next for Dolph Ziggler tonight? On the road to Survivor Series now. He said that D-Generation X was going to get more aggressive, and we just saw it there. Ziggler with a win over WWE Hall of Famer Bill Goldberg. What a showing from the show-off tonight. We'll see if D-Generation X can walk out with the Raw Tag Team Championships later on tonight. We are back, and now we have the battle of the best in the world today. CM Punk is here, and he will be taking on Seth frickin' Rollins here tonight. This is the matchup everyone has been looking for, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen them get their hands on each other in tag team matches, but certainly you gotta believe it's going to be a whole different ball game when it comes to it being a one-on-one encounter. Recently on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, we saw both CM Punk and Seth Rollins in action. We saw CM Punk survive AJ Styles, and Seth Rollins defeated Logan Paul. So something's got to give in this matchup. Both men are walking in winners of their matches on Monday Night Raw, but we'll see what goes on tonight here on Halloween Havoc. And certainly with Survivor Series just 4 weeks away, ladies and gentlemen, the build up to that's very soon, and we're also very close to the Royal Rumble as well. So a lot of these big names are going to try to get themselves not only in Survivor Series, but get themselves in the Royal Rumble matchup to where they can go on to main event WrestleMania. Here in our series history, we've had Batista win the Royal Rumble, and then also we've had Adam Cole win the second ever Royal Rumble. So the question is, who will it be this year? So many massive names are out there. Who exactly will it be this time around? And there is Seth freaking Rollins, former WWE champion, former United States champion, and former multi-time tag team champion, a part of the Shield as well. So you can definitely say Seth Rollins has made it to the top of the mountain for sure. But certainly this matchup between CM Punk and Seth Rollins, this matchup is very personal between both superstars. This crowd is just singing along with this crowd. The power that this song has with the crowd, it just connects with them. And this crowd just eats this up. CM Punk could care a less about this. Certainly CM Punk wants to deal with... He already dealt with Wade Barrett. Now he's dealing with Seth Rollins. We'll see if he can, get himself into maybe title contention eventually one day. Referee ringing the bell. Here we go. Battle of the best of the best. To the top. Superstars here on Monday Night Raw going at it. Rivalry has been very personal. Both superstars beating the living crap out of each other, been sending messages to each other. It's been built up for years and years after CM Punk leaving WWE after saying that he should be the main event superstar of WrestleMania. Never got his opportunity to main event WrestleMania, leaving the company to do so. Then a lot of other superstars were, left in WWE to step up to the plate. Seth Rollins, one of those superstars, and he did that. And ever since then, he's been one of the top guys in all of WWE. Punk came back last year and dominated NXT before recently losing that championship at SummerSlam weekend at NXT TakeOver Heatwave in that big six-man elimination chamber matchup. And now Rollins from behind. Oh, that back rake. Ooh. Hopefully Rollins doesn't have any long nails or those scratches are going to be hurting for sure. That's a big jumping knee strike. Both men are just so damn good with those jumping knees. Oh, Rollins. Ooh, big DDT. I think Punk is busted open right now. Punk rolling out of the ring to really try to get himself back in this matchup. Rollins going for that clothesline, but Punk one step ahead of him. And if I'm Punk, I throw him back in the ring and just try to recuperate if I can, as that blood is just dripping off the top of his temple where that kick just hit him. Hopefully that blood won't get in the eyes of CM Punk to really affect this matchup. Rollins now going to hang CM Punk right on that top rope. Pinfall opportunity. Will that be enough to put away Punk? No. Still too early to do that just yet. And now, look at this. The Northern Lights cradle suplex there. Beautiful maneuver there from Seth. Going to try to out-wrestle at CM Punk at every phenomenal part of this matchup if he has to. And now Rollins going to eat a springboard clothesline. He gave CM Punk too much time to get back in this matchup. Blocks that jumping knee strike. And now Rollins going to hit him with his own knee strike. The battle of the knee strikes between these both men. Two of the most lethal knee strikes in the game today. And look at CM Punk here. Oh my goodness, that backhand chop. And now Punk, big kicks to the chest of Rollins. Then the spinning kick to the ribs. Back and forth matchup. And now Punk going to slow down the matchup to back to his favor. I certainly don't blame him. You don't want to get, Rollins in a fast-paced matchup as well. You got to slow down the matchup at times, change up the momentum. If you're going fast for a while and, you feel like Rollins is going to catch on, you got to change up the story of this matchup. As now Punk, big kicks to the ribs. We've seen him start target those ribs a little bit more. It's a big clothesline. Punk slowly but surely taking it to Rollins. As soon as I say that, though, Rollins one step ahead of him. And a big old swinging neck breaker. This matchup has been quite phenomenal from the get-go. Putting it all on the line. Suplexes, punches, kicks. Been a fast-paced matchup for the most part. But towards this end of this matchup, it's been more of a slower pace, though. Nothing wrong with that. Is now Punk. Uh-oh. What is he thinking? Rollins up to his feet. He catches him. He catches Punk. And he, oh goodness, a scoop slam to the outside. One of the most vicious parts of the whole arena area, that outside. It might be padding, but it certainly is very deceiving. And CM Punk waiting for Rollins to get himself back in the ring. Oh, a little bit of back and forth. A little bit of mind games between both men. Rollins catches him with a cross-face maneuver right there. Punk, I don't think he can grab that bottom rope from his position. Rollins looking right into the camera right there. Will CM Punk have to tap? Oh, Punk gets out of it momentarily. Back and forth we go here. Off the ropes. Nice drop kick there from Punk. We are certainly being shown why exactly these guys are called the best in the world at what they do, because of what we're seeing right now. They can adjust on the fly, and how they do in massive opportunities as Rollins gets DDT'd. Uh-oh. And the landing zone for Seth Rollins is in a bad spot. Punk now. And go for that big elbow to the chest. Is that enough? 2, 3. Yes, it is. CM Punk with a massive elbow to Seth frickin' Rollins. Right there in the middle of that ring. Back and forth they went. And they absolutely destroyed each other. But CM Punk gets the win tonight live on Halloween Havoc. A much needed win. He lost his last pay-per-view, but this one he gets back to where he was and picks up a massive win live at the pay-per-view. CM Punk still in the ring celebrating, and oh, look, he's looking right down at Seth Rollins. Rollins still down and out. He rolled out at the very end, and I can only imagine what Punk is looking to do now. See, oh goodness, right into that steel barricade right there. This is not good. Punk again tossing him all over the place here, looking to send a message to Seth Rollins right now. The matchup's over and done with, Punk. There's no need for whatever else you have in store here. Oh no, this ain't good. These guys literally tore the house down, but certainly seems like Punk may have something else in store for Seth Rollins here. Oh, and that jumping knee strike just for good measures. Why not? And oh, throws him right into that lovely lighting that we got here for Halloween Havoc. Oh no. Come on, Punk. He wants all the lights, all the shine on him right there. Go to sleep there to Seth frickin' Rollins. And CM Punk does exactly what he wanted to do tonight. And that was... Oh, not again. Come on, Punk. Oh my God. Seriously. You did the damn job. Another GTS. And certainly CM Punk certainly making sure his message got across to Seth frickin' Rollins. Man, certainly CM Punk certainly knows how to ruin a match. He defeated Seth Rollins. Those guys put on a classic, but then after the matchup, dragging him, or basically throwing him down the entranceway, and then hitting multiple GTSs right there in the golden light. Certainly he wants all the spotlight on him, and he got that spotlight at the very end of that matchup even more. But now we have to put our focus to the Raw Tag Team Championship division. We earlier on tonight mentioned about the interview that we had with Dolph Ziggler, talking about being more aggressive since we're getting closer to the Survivor Series / Royal Rumble season. So Ziggler sending Big E and Braun Breaker after Alpha Academy to take over the Raw Tag Team division, because currently Ziggler believes that Monday Night Raw's Tag Team division is up in the air. There's nobody that really is stepping up in this Raw Tag Team division. You know, at one time it was the OC, Imperium, and Alpha Academy was still trying to figure themselves out, and OC Imperium were fighting back for a good couple months. And then eventually Alpha Academy sticks their head into that business, and eventually Alpha Academy walk out with the Tag Team Championships, and they even retained over the OC. But now they got a whole different animal and two absolute beasts in this ring, Big E and Braun Breaker. It looks like Dolph Ziggler will not be at ringside with Big E and Braun Breaker, so certainly we'll see if Big E and Braun Breaker can get it done on their own against Alpha Academy. There's Chad Gable with Otis and Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, the manager of the group. We'll see how this is going to fare. Absolutely cannot wait to see this tag team matchup. Hopefully everyone is believing Otis and Chad Gable are going to be able to walk out and deal with Big E and Braun Breaker, who aren't really a team, a lot of people are saying, which I totally understand, but not every time that scenario will work out. And hopefully with the expertise of Kurt Angle, that will help him out. He's not bloodthirsty for wanting to make the matches all about him. And Chad Gable and Otis were completely right. Kurt Angle is taking the attention away from the Alpha Academy and making it more about Kurt Angle. And Chad Gable saying, hey, you know what? If you want to do that, you're more than welcome to, but don't bring it to our group. We want to make the Raw Tag Team division the best that it's ever been, but you doing what you're doing is ruining that. Kurt Angle apologized, and he said that he will bring all the attention to Alpha Academy from now on.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 515 pounds, Big E and Braun Breaker, D-Generation X.
And I cannot wait to see these two powerful dudes work together here.
At a combined weight of 532 pounds, they are the Raw Tag Team Champions, Otis and Chad Gable, the Alpha Academy.
And this crowd absolutely loving these two. Can they retain their tag team championships? Perfect opportunity is being laid out for both teams. D-Generation X seems like they're being more aggressive / desperate. You got Alpha Academy. They're on the top of the mountain, the tag team division. They got all sorts of people coming after them. Can they outlast D-Generation X here? Referee ringing the bell. Here we go. Two big men to kick us off here, Big E and Otis. Very curious to see how this is going to pan out here. Oh, of course Otis is going to get it tagged out. Here comes Chad Gable. We've mentioned the history between both of these men back on the SmackDown days. Well over a year. For months and months, Big E and Chad Gable would go at it. And if you guys missed any of that, make sure you guys go back to last year, a little over a year ago when Big E was on SmackDown. So was Chad Gable. So was Otis. It's crazy how things can change well over a year here in WWE. As Chad Gable with a nice snap suplex, pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough? No. At least not yet. Still too early. Gable trying to get this Boston crowd all behind him. It's a perfect opportunity to do it. Sold out capacity crowd here in Boston, Massachusetts for this. And Big E making fun of the New Day with that whole yelling New Day right there. Certainly the group that he left his brothers, attacked Xavier and Kofi Kingston back when they were feuding with Bray Wyatt, which was one of the most heinous acts, one of the most shocking moments in Raw history. As Otis dropping him right on the top rope here. And certainly Braun Breaker and Otis would be one hell of a matchup as well. We saw Braun Breaker and Chad Gable go at it recently, and Braun Breaker would defeat Chad Gable pretty soundly with those military press slams and those spears. And now, oh, look at those big, heavy haymakers from Braun Breaker, bringing the big fight to Otis. And now Big E, one of the longest reigning Intercontinental Champions in series history, looking to bring the fight to Otis. Otis missing that shoulder tackle, and now we're back to a stalemate, at least momentarily, as Big E clotheslining the crap out of the big man. Is now again, here we go, Otis out of the ring, Chad Gable and Big E. Oh, Gable, nice springboard, crossbody taken down, Big E. And crowd absolutely adoring Chad Gable, but now he's about to eat a gut wrench slam there because he was pandering to the crowd too much, which you hate to see, as now Big E with a gut wrench suplex now. Gable needs to be very careful. You cannot let these strongmen start tossing you around this ring, and especially with Otis down and out at ringside here. It's going to turn into a one-man ball game very, very quickly here. It's a strong kick out from Gable. Certainly Gable's going to continue to fight until the very end, but you know, you gotta have some help at the end of the day. Big E trying to figure out what he wants to do next to Chad Gable, just dissecting Chad Gable. And maybe you gotta say that Alpha Academy needs Otis to be in this matchup more instead of Chad Gable. Just because, you know, there's two bigger dudes in Braun Breaker and Big E. I'm not saying Chad Gable can't deal with the stronger guys, but maybe you want to use in this scenario against D-Generation X, maybe use Otis more. Just a suggestion, doesn't mean it will be used at all, but, you know, we'll see what comes to head in this matchup. As Breaker just enjoying this right now. He is eating this up. He's pandering, or at least making fun of this crowd more than he needs to. As Gable right now is in trouble. He is getting decimated by Big E and Braun Breaker at this moment. Into the corner we go. Get ourselves a big old tag here from both men. Uh-oh. Big E. Oh, big axe handle to the lower left rib there by Gable out of nowhere. Like a Superman out of nowhere. Just able to change up positions very, very quickly. Gable now going to try to cut off Big E as much as he can by tossing him back in the corner. Here we go. What are these two thinking? Big knee into the boot. Impressive maneuvers there from Alpha Academy. Big E rolling out of the ring. Otis catching him essentially. And oh no. Oh no, Otis. Oh, release power bomb to the outside here. And these maneuvers out here are definitely going to help, at least a little by little, as this matchup goes on later on in this tonight. Will Alpha Academy be able to retain the championships, or can Big E and Braun get their first ever tag team championship reign together in D-Generation X? Braun Breaker right back up to his feet. We get Breaker and Chad Gable again here. Hustling background from Chad Gable, going to slowly try to take it to Braun Breaker. And oh, big flying shoulder block takedown. And now Gable being blocked by Otis there. A little bit of a more like a bodyguard type of moment. But just like that, Braun Breaker taking out Gable. Gable's down and out. And now Breaker going to take out down Otis. 2-for-1 specials live here at this pay-per-view. Uh-oh, Breaker. Gonna go high risk here. Not gonna end well as he takes down Otis, but he needs to focus on Chad Gable here. This could end very well. There's a neck breaker there from Gable, but look at that. Braun Breaker right back up to his feet. Uh-oh, this is what defeated Chad Gable before. Military press slam to Chad Gable. Is that enough? Pinfall opportunity to Otis right there to save the day. And Breaker saying he is going to break Chad Gable in half here. And I can only imagine how much more Gable can take at this opportune time. Oh, but Gable realizes he's in trouble. He needs to fight back. He needs to use this crowd to his advantage. And now Gable with the over-the-head back suplex. But again, Braun Breaker right back up to his feet after these maneuvers. Braun Breaker is just so full of adrenaline, ladies and gentlemen, that he just... you feel like you do a devastating move, and then Breaker is just right there, right in your face. And if you're not careful, you gotta keep your eyes out, especially the spear out of nowhere. Are we gonna see new champions? No, at least not yet. Big E cheering on Braun Breaker as Breaker spearing the living crap out of Otis. Breaker trying to do a little bit more, it seems like. Trying to get Otis's attention. Another pinfall opportunity. Referee right there to make sure Otis stays down. And Otis continues to fight. 2.5 there. How much more is left? That spear took a lot out of Otis, ladies and gentlemen. I certainly believe. And now back in the corner. Oh my goodness. Otis, that blood dripping, flowing right through him. And oh, look at this maneuver, almost like a meteora to Otis. Holy cow. These guys are working quite well together. And now, oh, Breaker, can he get him up? Can he hit this military press slam? Yes, he does. The military press power slam to Otis. But luckily for Otis, his tag team partner, Chad Gable, is right there to save the day. And now Big E looking to go after Chad Gable. Certainly not too happy. He believes that they would have won the Raw Tag Team Championships there. And Breaker just trying to squeeze the crap out of Otis. Otis is in trouble. Breaker telling Otis to stay down. And that might be the best thing for Otis, to stay down right now. Live to fight another day. Because right now, Braun and Big E are bringing the fight to the Raw Tag Team Champions here. Otis. Oh, I thought maybe Otis was going to be able to outsmart Braun Breaker there briefly. As both teams going back and forth. Uh-oh. Breaker taking way too much time. Otis is going to make him pay with a back suplex there, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely vicious there. And now going to slowly but surely get that momentum back in their corner, it seems. Otis using that crowd energy right now. And oh, those big haymakers from Otis. And now it is his own time to use the military press slam. He just threw Braun Breaker right up against that steel barricade. It's not the best feeling in the world at all. I believe the referee set it there at a 5, I believe. I couldn't really hear the referee. Referee now at a 6. Both men need to get back inside the ring. Both men are very close to possible countouts here. Otis back in. Oh, down goes Big E. We're at a 9. Braun Breaker back in the ring. And now big time running choke slam right there to Otis. But Otis able to fight out of it with a brutal elbow. And now, uh-oh, Otis with that spinning. Let's see what he's going to do with it. Getting dizzy just watching. Spinning power slam there to Breaker. I can only imagine how Breaker is with that spinning power slam. Otis getting this crowd behind him. Here comes Big E. Looking to put the final pieces away. Uh-oh. Oh no, Big E looking to take out Chad Gable now. Gonna make this a one-on-one contest very, very quickly here. Big E turning his back on Otis there momentarily. Disrespecting Chad Gable and Otis there. Big haymaker. Otis bringing that big fight and just the power to being able to just lift Big E up in the air like that is just absolutely crazy. Not something a lot of superstars can really do. As Big E, oh, right into that steel barricade. Slowly but surely dissecting D-Generation X here. Big E tossed over by Kurt Angle. Referee is at a 6. Breaker needs to get back, or I should say Big E needs to get back in the ring. We're at a 7. And Otis will break up the count, saving the day momentarily. As Otis tossed down to the other side of the ring. And just like that, Big E may momentarily get the momentum. Of course, as soon as I say that, it gets changed. And Big E now, oh no, 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 no. Oh my goodness! Otis throwing Big E right into that steel post, but Big E's right back up to his feet. How crazy is that? And you think you have somebody down and out for a long time, it just didn't work out in his favor. Uh-oh. Military press slam again. These guys are just outperforming each other here. Otis getting back in the ring. Big E now. He gets back in the ring as well, avoiding a double count out here in Big E with these big punches to the midsection there. Oh, and then a big leg drop as well as this matchup continues. And a big old clothesline takes down the big man Otis. Very close to ruining that matchup just moments ago, but thankfully both men getting themselves back in the ring. Otis with getting hit with a massive clothesline, and Big E, Big E looking to pick up a win here, but no, strong kick out with Otis here. But a massive tag team matchup. But this is anyone's match to win at this exact moment. Braun Breaker trying to bring the fight to Otis. Otis going that spinning elbow. Didn't work out in his favor. And now Braun Breaker going to look to capitalize here. Showing that agility here. Almost trying to run right through Otis, but certainly that didn't work out in his favor. Kurt Angle's going to try and motivate these two gentlemen to put some more effort in this matchup, to dig down a little bit further, as Otis with a power slam right on top of Braun Breaker. We'll see if that will loosen up Braun Breaker for later on in the match. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have plenty more to come tonight, including we got The Rock and Solo Sikoa taking on the Usos. We got AJ Styles, Logan Paul, and Roman Reigns and Gunther, including Bayley and Candice LeRae for the Women's World Championship as well. So plenty still to come tonight, and I can only imagine where Raw can only go with this pay-per-view, as we are live tonight in Boston, Massachusetts for Halloween Havoc. We have plenty of build-up to Survivor Series. We are almost going to be total of 4 weeks away before we get to Survivor Series, so a lot of build-up to that pay-per-view going to be coming up soon. Going to really see where we're going to be going. Triple H will be at Monday Night Raw tomorrow night to address the Monday Night Raw roster and to address the WWE in general, to talk about that massive pay-per-view that will be co-branded pay-per-view of Raw and SmackDown. As here we go, into the corner we go. Here comes the big man Otis. Ooh, big splash in the corner. And oh, down goes Otis. Are we about to see the worm? Haven't seen the worm in a very long time. And we're going to see it right here on Big E. Right there, big elbow. Right there to the chest. And oh no, Otis. Second rope, Otis. Frog splash to the chest. Otis, after that big splash, going to continue to bring the fight to Big E here and just toss him halfway to the other side. Maybe a quarter away, but still, you get what we're trying to say here. It's a big old shoulder clothesline there to Big E. Been one hell of a Raw Tag Team Championship matchup. And oh, wait a minute. Now here comes Big E here. And now Big E gonna stomp a mud hole right into the hole of Otis. Certainly Big E gotta do something right now. Looking desperate for this. Oh my goodness, big electric chair there from Big E, and Big E is fired up. The big man is in trouble there of Alpha Academy. Oh goodness, what a belly to belly there. And now the ground and pound game from Big E. Gonna do everything in your power to put away the monster of the Alpha Academy. Oh my goodness. Absolutely brutal from Big E, continuing. And now, almost like he's like stabbing him with these punches. Oh my goodness. Chad Gable trying to get that tag, but certainly Big E not going to allow that to happen. Oh, but both men running into each other. Big E with a clothesline, though. Oh, my goodness. Spear to the outside, and now Big E going to try to bring the fight to Otis here. Otis has not been able to figure out much after that splash. Certainly, he's gotta put something. Kurt Angle's gotta put something into Otis right now to figure out what he needs to do to get himself back in this ring. And again, look at these kidney punches from Big E to Otis. And Otis, Chad Gable's just desperately trying to get himself a tag here. But now Otis, able to fight it back. Here comes Otis. Otis changing up the game here. Oh my goodness, and a headbutt. A massive headbutt. Big E desperately in trouble. Trying to figure out where the hell he's at. Oh no. Oh no. And just like that, the momentum thrown out the window. And now you got yourself in big man Otis going to work here. Oh, Big E. Big reversal. Much needed reversal. And again, these big punches again. You would think going to the well too many times may affect this matchup as Big E, big splash there. This matchup is breaking down very, very quickly. Big E, is it his time? Big ending there from Big E. And now, big spear there. Referee now in position. Is this enough? Yes, it is. We have ourselves new Raw Tag Team Champions. You got to be kidding me. There's a spear there to Chad Gable and Big E. Too much at the very end. And Otis eats that big ending. And we have ourselves new Raw Tag Team Champions. Big E and Braun Breaker of D-Generation X. Not only did Ziggler defeat Goldberg tonight, but now they are on top of the Raw Tag Team division. This is some scary times ahead of the Raw roster here. And we're getting closer to Survivor Series, so that means anything will happen on the road to Survivor Series. Certainly with having D-Generation X continuing to look like absolute badasses, not only defeating Goldberg, but also to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions. That tag team division is up in the air at the moment. Alpha Academy, it seemed like it was their moment to really grasp things here in WWE in that tag team division, especially with the retained over the OC, former Raw Tag Team Champions in their own right. But then you got, D-Generation X realizing this is the perfect opportunity for us to change what the Raw division is going to look like. And they came out and set out what they wanted to do. They wanted to be more aggressive. They did that. And they defeated the Raw Tag Team Champions. And now Braun Breaker and Big E are those guys for the future of Monday Night Raw. But the thing is, will it continue to be, hold it for a while and then drop it with a lot of these teams? Or can they hold it for a couple months or longer? We'll have to wait and see. But this matchup right here, I'm looking forward to. The phenomenal AJ Styles and Logan Paul going at it live tonight. Who is going to be able to step up to the plate in this matchup? You got the man AJ Styles, the phenomenal one that has been around for a very long time, has done it all. WWE Champion, Universal Champion, Mr. Money in the Bank, United States Champion as well. So this man has done almost everything you can list here in WWE. Logan Paul, on the other hand, a newer man. Been here for maybe half a year to over a year or so, give or take. Not a full year, I would say. And with Miz going over to SmackDown, Logan Paul staying on Raw, certainly that he has to go with that mentality of sink or swim, and he sure as hell is not going to sink, so he's still trying to keep his head above water, and he believes by going after one of the superstars that's already a main established superstar here in WWE and one of the greatest to ever do it, believes that going after the Phenomenal One will only help out his career. We'll see in this matchup if it comes back to bite him in the keister. Guys, here we go. Styles and Logan Paul. Referee ringing the bell. Logan Paul, AJ Styles here. Big kicks and punches, and a big kidney punch there from Styles. And I would consider it an upset victory if Logan Paul can out-wrestle the Phenomenal One that's so technically sound in the middle of that ring. In a lot of matches, AJ Styles will have Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows at ringside with him, but this time around he doesn't believe he needs to at this point in time, which is totally understandable. I mean, Styles wants to make sure when he beats Logan Paul won't have any excuses and say, well, you had the OC at ringside and they got involved. Well, you won't have that at all tonight. It's a pure wrestling matchup, 1 versus 1. You gotta out-wrestle, outclass your opponent tonight, and we'll see if Logan Paul can do that. If Logan Paul can do it, it'd be one of the biggest upsets definitely in a very long time here in WWE. It's not saying that Logan Paul can't do it, because he's certainly been very impressive to certain extents, but you know, when you have a man so accomplished like AJ Styles, and have, you know, if Logan Paul were to defeat AJ Styles, it'd be a quite surprise to a lot of WWE superstars and, you know, WWE agents and everybody just in general back there. Be like, holy crap, you know, maybe there is something to this kid Logan Paul. As, oh, big clothesline into the corner. Logan Paul picking the wrong time to celebrate or even kind of get these crowds fired up against him. As, oh, Logan Paul already busted open now, and you got himself a fired up AJ Styles. Is Styles, oh, look at this, he was looking already in this matchup. There's another neck breaker there from Logan Paul. And oh, come on, Logan, there's no need to flip us off. Haven't done anything. Maybe he heard me talking a little bit of, I wouldn't say crap, but maybe a little bit of truth. That's certainly that, you know, Logan Paul doesn't have the experience of AJ Styles, but, you know, it won't, there's a possibility it will come back to eat him from behind. And now Paul, oh, big stomp to the chest. And Logan Paul just eating up this moment. A sold-out crowd here in Boston, Massachusetts. We are not going to hear the end of it if Logan Paul defeats AJ Styles tonight. I guarantee you that. But Logan Paul is going to have to be damn near perfect tonight to defeat AJ Styles. And a lot of superstars can't say they've done that, and some can say, yeah, I've outsmarted, I've outclassed him in every single way possible. As Styles with that takedown there of Logan Paul here. And now it's time to slowly dissect Logan Paul. As AJ Styles looking to maybe end this matchup real quick like Styles. Phenomenal forearm takes down Paul. Is that going to be enough to put him away? 2. No, Logan Paul kicks out at 2.5. And for Styles, you can't get frustrated right now. You gotta stay on Logan Paul. You gotta send a message to Logan Paul and anyone else, any A-list celebrities or social media megastars out there, that if they decide to come to WWE, this is not the superstar to go after. That Styles with a big knee to the back of the neck there. That sure as hell ain't gonna be feeling too good. And now Styles, oh my goodness, again with a vicious knee. Styles getting more aggressive with some of these maneuvers, and you could for sure feel like he's trying to send a message to Logan Paul here. Styles needs to get back in the ring before a possible countout victory here, and it looks like just in time. I believe that would have been a 9 or a 10, so Styles luckily keeping himself in it, and now Logan Paul's in trouble. A calf killer is applied in the center of the ring, nowhere to go. He will literally have to grab the referee to avoid tapping out here. Oh, and a big elbow to the back of the neck. Just like that, might get Logan Paul an opportunity. Oh, no. No, he's going to steal. He's going to steal a Styles clash. To Styles, are you kidding me? Not like this. 2. Oh, thank goodness Styles kicked out. We saw it in that tag team matchup recently where Logan Paul stole AJ Styles' finisher. Luckily, that didn't beat him, as Logan Paul with a frog splash. Are we going to see an upset? Yes, we do. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Logan Paul hits the Styles Clash, didn't finish him off there, and then connects with a frog splash to put him away. Holy cow, look at this right here. We didn't get to see it, unfortunately, but the Styles Clash into the frog splash, and Logan Paul picks off AJ Styles and picks up literally one of the biggest wins in WWE history. We are not going to hear the end of it. I guarantee you that after this massive win from Logan Paul tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's World Championship.
How will Candice LeRae do tonight? Miss Wrestling is here. We'll see if she can pick up one of the biggest wins in her entire career. We've mentioned it before, she's a former women's tag team champion here in the series, but imagine if she can defeat one of the hottest women going today, that being Bayley. She's been on top of her game, becoming the women's world heavyweight champion, out wrestling Bianca Belair, doing it at SummerSlam with the help of Damage Control, and then at Backlash inside of a steel cage, doing it all. And now it is a straight up wrestling matchup, which you would think would favor Candice LeRae tonight. And Indy Hartwell out here tonight, you gotta assume the numbers game is gonna come into play, certainly with Bayley in Damage Control. It's one of those situations where you gotta, even with being outnumbered, you gotta try to outsmart Bayley and company. And here she comes, your women's world champion, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai with her as well. And if you guys missed out on NXT's NXT TakeOver, we saw the unification of the Women's Tag Team Championships on the main roster and the NXT Women's Championship, Women's Tag Team Championships. And we saw Becky Lynch and Asuka become the undisputed Women's Tag Team Champions. So from now on, at least at this very moment, Becky and Asuka are on top of the Women's Tag Team divisions, both in Raw, SmackDown, and even NXT. So Becky Lynch and Asuka, they certainly are going to have themselves in for a tough road, having to go to Raw, SmackDown, NXT, having to deal with the likes of Damage Control, DIY with Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, dealing with Toxic Attraction there on NXT, the team of Katana Chance and Kaden Carter there on NXT as well. Also on SmackDown, you got Tegan Nox, Shotzi Blackheart, and many others there on SmackDown.
Introducing the challenger from Riverside, California, Candice LeRae.
There's Miss Wrestling right there, certainly ready to out-wrestle and outclass the Women's World Champion.
San Jose, California, she is the WWE Women's World Champion, Bayley.
And look at the arrogance there of Bayley, just pointing at her and saying, "You're not going to get this Women's Championship. This is going to be the closest you ever get to being champion." There is Bayley and Candice LeRae. Both women seem like they are ready. There is the Women's World Championship. Can Candice LeRae somehow surprise and shock the world and become the Women's Champion? We're about to find out here. Referee rings the bell. Any more surprises on this massive edition of Halloween Havoc? We saw not only new NXT, or not NXT, but new Raw Tag Team Champions. We've seen Bronson Reed become the unified United States / United Kingdom champion. We've seen CM Punk defeat Seth Rollins tonight. Also, Dolph Ziggler defeating Goldberg as well. So, we could see some new champions tonight. Could Candice LeRae be one? Could Gunther be one as well? Could it be both? Could it be neither? Well, it's time's gonna tell tonight. It's gonna be absolutely crazy no matter what. And Bayley telling Candice LeRae she's a loser, and now she's gonna eat karma right there with a good old Frankensteiner right there to Bayley. And now big old brainbuster as well. Candice LeRae, so underrated in the middle of that ring, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly a master class athlete, especially when she gets that opportunity to do that. We saw it there on Monday Night Raw a couple weeks ago when she defeated Natalya, but also she was in that, I believe it was an 8-woman battle royal where it came down to Candice LeRae and Charlotte, and a lot of people are probably thinking, we're going to have Charlotte and Bayley go at it again, but now we saw Charlotte get eliminated by Candice LeRae. So you get an opportunity of a lifetime here for Candice as she just eats a Bayley to belly. That may very well be it, but no. Candice LeRae kicks out, and Bayley was hoping it was going to be home sweet home after that maneuver. And oh no, Bayley looking to make quick work tonight, running right through Candice LeRae again. Brutal maneuver, and that has to be it, right? No! Candice LeRae kicks out again, and look, Bayley, you can tell she's kind of feeling pretty shocked right now. There's been some women, a lot of women for the most part, that haven't been able to kick out of that maneuver. Bayley pulling out a swanton bomb, learning that from the likes of Jeff Hardy, certainly, over her 10-year career here in WWE. Big forearm strike there, and again going for another punch, but Candice LeRae with a reversal. Can she get herself back in this matchup? Matchup has been all Bayley. Candice LeRae, luckily, she's been able to kick out so far in this match. And now a different variation of a Luthez press. It's back and forth we go. Candice LeRae trying to find that moment in this matchup she can figure something out. But again, Bayley showing you guys why she is the top of the top on this women's roster here in WWE. Oh, big takedown there from Bayley. And take down Candice. Oh no, Bayley. High risk, high reward, and a massive elbow to the middle of that back. Candice LeRae is in trouble. Oh, wait a minute. Candice LeRae, big reversal. That's what she needed. This is what Candice needs. Come on, Candice. This is your opportunity. As she hits her with the unprettier out of nowhere. Can Candice LeRae become the new women's champion? Is this her opportunity? But Bayley right back up to her feet, though. I was thinking there for maybe a minute we might be able to see it. Candice now, what is she thinking? Oh, you could see Bayley. She quickly got out of there. She realized she was mere moments away from eating maybe a suplex from the top rope or anything possibly that would have ended very badly for her. And Bayley's still trying to recuperate after that massive steel cage match that she had with Bianca Belair just a month ago. That matchup was absolutely brutal between herself and Bianca Belair. That was hard hitting. Both women trying to, jump off the top of the cell, tried different things, and it didn't work out for Bianca. Pinfall opportunity after that Bayley to belly. Shoulders are down, and that is it. Bayley surviving this matchup. It seemed like it was going to be a cakewalk for Bayley tonight, but Candice LeRae fought back, fought to the bitter end, but Bayley was just way too much for Candice LeRae tonight. Massive win for the Women's World Champion tonight, continuing to get better every single week. I don't know, besides Bianca Belair and Candice LeRae, who exactly should be next in line for this championship. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to your second to last matchup of the massive Halloween Havoc pay-per-view. And we are just getting word right now, this tag team match that is scheduled between the Usos and Solo Sikoa and The Rock is now turned into a Extreme Rules tag team match. So essentially means anything and anything will happen in this matchup. Tables, ladders, chairs, kendo sticks, stop signs, announce tables, steel steps, anything and everything can go down in this matchup. There on Monday Night Raw, we saw Jey Uso face Roman Reigns one-on-one, and Jey Uso gave Roman Reigns a fight of his life, but Roman Reigns was able to outlast his own cousin, Jey Uso. A hard-hitting matchup for sure, as we get ready to see Jey Uso and The Rock make his way down to the ring, and there is the People's Champion. The Great One is here. Last time we saw The Rock was in action, he was in a massive matchup against Gunther. And Gunther would actually beat The Rock. Yes, it was to the help of the Usos, but certainly a win is a win for Gunther. And we'll really see how the Bloodline is going to be faring tonight. Can The Rock and Solo Sikoa beat down Jimmy and Jay in this Extreme Rules tag team matchup? Like we mentioned, anything can happen, anything extreme. Use anything under the ring, outside the ring to their advantage, as long as you're able to pin or submit your opponent in the center of that very ring. And man, this Boston, Massachusetts crowd is absolutely fired up to see this man, The Rock. Despite The Rock not necessarily being a fan favorite, but every time you see The Rock, bad guy, good guy, in between, he will always light up the arena or crowd that he is in. As you can just feel this change in the air tonight right now. Mere moments away from watching family versus family, two teams colliding tonight. The Usos are actually a team. Solo and The Rock, more singles competitors obviously, but tonight they work together as a team, as a duo, and we'll see how that fares for them tonight. As here comes the enforcer of the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa. Man with that massive spike, absolutely dangerous. Shout out to Umaga with that devastating spike. And tonight, imagine how it's going to feel if The Rock and Solo lose. How is Roman Reigns going to fare? But, you know, if you had The Rock and Solo Sikoa win tonight, the Usos certainly will continue to fall out of where they were from being kicked out of the Bloodline to even further out of existence. So a lot going on tonight in this matchup. Coming up after this matchup is the World Heavyweight Championship. We'll see if this matchup will lead into the main event tonight. Like we mentioned, Roman Reigns and Gunther, two absolute beasts going at it. As here we go for those Extreme Rules matchup here. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. And if I was her, I'd get the hell out of the ring, as these guys are just trying to take each other out. Jey Uso and Solo trying to go at it. And now Jimmy and Solo going at it. Uh-oh. Rock now. Off the ropes. Here we go. Jey Uso missing that clothesline. Rock gonna show him how it's done with that own clothesline. And now Jimmy gonna get that opportunity. Big old spine buster there. And Jey takes down Solo. Obviously, if you guys don't know the family lineage, we got the Usos and Solo Sikoa, our brothers. Solo being the younger brother of the Usos, and obviously The Rock and cousins to Roman Reigns and everything else like that. Is Solo looking to introduce a table. Oh, wait a minute. Got a single leg submission hold here. Solo realizing that, and is he going to break it up? No, realizing Rock could easily get out of that. Thought maybe for a second Solo was going to just watch it happen. Jey Uso going to come right after Solo Sikoa here. Back and forth we go. and going to double team him. Why not? Certainly if one of the competitors are going to try to go outside, as what a suicide dive. Over the top we went. Coming right after his younger brother there. Ooh, big knee to the tailbone there to Jimmy Uso. This matchup is going to break down quite often, especially in this Extreme Rules matchup. Jey Uso taking the long way around. Certainly didn't need to, as a Samoan drop takes down Jimmy. And now The Rock going right after Jey. First pinfall opportunity, I believe, in this matchup, and Jey Uso kicks out at 1. Back and forth in this matchup. Uh-oh. The Rock grabbing some steel steps. This ain't going to end out well. Oh my goodness. Bouncing off Jey Uso's head with that steel step shot. And again. Absolute craziness going on here. And Jimmy trying to figure out what he wants to do. Big drop kick to the lower back. Didn't take out The Rock though. It's one of those things, ladies and gentlemen, you hate to see family fight, but you totally understand where the Usos are coming from with being disrespected from Roman Reigns. Certainly when he's the tribal chief, it makes it all about him. As an Uso splash to Solo Sikoa. Is that enough? 2. Rock breaks it up just before Jimmy could grab him. And I guess you could always say that you can understand both sides of the situation. But, you know, from being disrespected, I believe the Usos got the bitter end of the deal. Certainly, you know, Jey and Jimmy, they're there. They'll always be there for their family. But to get kicked out like Jey and Jimmy did, that is just absolutely crazy. That was a big elbow. I think The Rock is busted wide open, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he is. Oh my God. I believe that's that left elbow or eyebrow, pardon me, as Jey Uso takes down The Rock. Rock was trying to go for a rock bottom to end the matchup. Jey Uso said hell no. And this could be Jey Uso's moment to put down The Rock here. Rock, I was going to say for a second, Rock was barely moving. A Solo and Jimmy Uso going at it here at ringside, right next to the Spanish announce table here. Big time neck breaker takes down The Rock. Uh-oh. Jey Uso looking to go high risk. Uso splash to The Rock. Are we going to see a massive win here? No, The Rock kicks out at the very last second. Just when you thought that might be it. And oh no. Jimmy looking to put Solo Sikoa possibly through that Spanish announce table over there. Could be just mere moments away. Rock, oh, big clothesline takes down Jey Uso. Back and forth we go between both of those superstars. Solo and Jimmy continuing the battle. Jey and The Rock gonna battle for those steel steps, it seems. And this all could have been avoided. I guess you could say you could all have been avoided if, you know, Roman Reigns, when he told Jey and Jimmy to, you know, not be so rude. They said, okay, yeah, you know, if they would have accepted it, it would have been fine. But of course, you know, Jimmy and Jey, they felt disrespected from Roman Reigns, so they're like, what the hell's your problem? They don't like being disrespected, which I don't blame them. Nobody likes being disrespected. There's Jimmy and The Rock now Solo and Jey Uso, big Samoan drop there. Time to acknowledge the Usos there. I believe they're just moments away, possibly, from walking out with a massive win over their own blood. Jimmy's down and out, or at least momentarily. But Rock and Jimmy able to get back up at the same time. Rock almost about to eat a Samoan drop, but for his sake, he was able to get himself out of it momentarily. This matchup is continuing to break down. We knew it was going to happen in this Extreme Rules matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Blood, sweat, and tears going into it. Rock busted open right above his right eye, I believe it was. Or left eye, it actually is. It's not going to get any better. As the Rock thrown right down to where Solo is, and Solo eats a face plant into the concrete. It's one of those matches that it doesn't even seem like they honestly care about winning at this point. It is about just utter destruction and trying to incapacitate their family at this moment. As Solo and Jay continuing to go at it, Solo tossing him right into that apron and then just right into that steel barricade, man. Absolute crazy. And now the Rock going ham with that sledgehammer. It's not going to get any better, it seems, between both teams right now. Be a perfect opportunity for one of them to say, hey, we shouldn't be fighting like this, but I think we are definitely long gone by those stages, especially right now as Jimmy just takes down the Rock. Jimmy not going to go after his brother Solo, and a little bit of a submission hold here, right there to that left leg. It's not a Falls Count Anywhere matchup, but the submission will help him out, and Rock realizing that and ends that submission hold there. Rock and Jay going at it, Jimmy and Solo. You got to believe once they go back in the ring, this is going to change up the trajectory of the matchup. Whoever finally gets themselves back in the ring here. So here comes Jey Uso coming right after his brother. Oh no. Ooh, right into that steel barricade. Even worse, that normal padding that we have for the Raw and SmackDown and even the NXT episodes, usually that padding, it still hurts, but not as bad. But having the steel guardrail, that is certainly not the best feeling in the world to be eating. Drop kick there, as now Jay looking to take out his brother. Not going to end up too well. As oh no, the steel steps again. Everyone's fascination there with those steel steps. Rock telling Jimmy and Jay to stay down so that they can get this over and done with. But they are all kicking each other's ass right now. Rock and Solo dominating these last couple minutes of this matchup here. I would think that the Rock or Solo would try to toss one of them in the ring so that they could maybe attempt to go for a pinfall or a submission of some sort. Now Jey Uso with a swinging neck breaker, absolutely vicious there. Jey Uso coming after Solo, missing that spinning heel kick. And now looks like we're going to have ourselves Jimmy and The Rock back in the ring here. It's not going to bode well for somebody, as some snake eyes. Jimmy now is busted open. A DDT spike Solo. Now Solo is busted open. Jay now is going to watch his brother. Jimmy able to kick out at the very last second. And Jay right in the face of his cousin The Rock. It's a face buster, takes him down momentarily. And the Usos going back outside the ring. Luckily for them, they're trying to, keep this matchup prolonged as much as they can. They believed that, at least everyone looked like they believed that the Rock was going to be able to pin Jimmy Uso, but it was not the end just yet. And now Solo looking to take out Jimmy here. Pinfall opportunity. Could this be enough to put him away? Yes, it is. Solo Sikoa and The Rock survive a grueling match. Holy cow. What a grueling matchup, ladies and gentlemen. That sledgehammer right to the face and knocked out Jimmy. And a big win for Solo and The Rock. What will this mean for the Bloodline even more, leading into Survivor Series and leading in to the next Raw tomorrow night as we get ready for your World Heavyweight Championship main event?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
And it is time for your main event of the evening. A massive main event, as it is Gunther, the Ring General. He is looking to dethrone the tribal chief Roman Reigns. Is it his time to be World Heavyweight Champion, or will it be still tribal chief territory here on Monday Night Raw? I cannot wait to see this matchup, man. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. I expect a lot of blood between these guys. And we know how special this matchup is, especially for Gunther. He says this ring is sacred to him, and anything else that anyone else does in this ring brings a bunch of disrespect to the secret ring and to the sacred sport of professional wrestling. And we'll see how he fares tonight. He looks fairly confident. Hasn't laid eyes off that entrance. He is ready. Will it be time? Will the numbers game come into play, though? Because Roman Reigns always seems to have at least one member of the Bloodline with him. Who will he have with him tonight? Or maybe he'll be out here by himself. But I highly doubt it. We'll find out here in just a quick second. But Roman Reigns is your World Heavyweight Champion, has held it ever since SummerSlam. Will he go into Survivor Series as World Heavyweight Champion, or will it be Roman Reigns? As there is Paul Heyman accompanying your tribal chief down to the ring. It looks like that will be it. But certainly Paul Heyman will look to play a big pivotal part in this matchup. Roman Reigns plans on being one of the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champions in series history. But he's going to have to go through one physical, one dominant superstar, that being Gunther. And I think if Roman can get through Gunther tonight, he may have himself an easy way to the top. I'm not saying that, this roster's bad at all, but certainly if you can defeat a man so physical, so brutal, and a man in Gunther, you can roll through any superstar on this roster. Roster that includes the likes of Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, and so many other major names, especially the legendary Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio and Roman Reigns have gone at it before as well. So certainly, there's a lot of big superstars on Monday Night Raw. CM Punk, Wade Barrett. Saw CM Punk lay waste to Seth Rollins in the matchup and then even after the matchup. So certainly, superstars, they realize that this is Survivor Series / Royal Rumble season. Everything is going to be under a magnifying glass, and everything is going to be zoomed in to 100. Everything, every little detail has to be perfect right now for a lot of these superstars to be getting those opportunities, especially once we get the Royal Rumble season and to get those 30 men and 30 woman Royal Rumble matches, because you get number 30 or those big time matches, you get to where you get yourself an opportunity of a lifetime. But the World Heavyweight Champion, he seems like he is focused, as he is usually. It seems like he is ready for a fight of his life. I expect this matchup to be all over the place in the terms of inside and outside of this ring between both men. And I guarantee you Paul Heyman's going to get involved in this matchup. Gunther has to expect that. He's keeping his Imperium family backstage there, Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. Gunther going to go at it alone tonight. We'll see if he's able to pull out victorious in this pivotal World Heavyweight Championship bout.
Introducing the challenger from Vienna, Austria,
Look at the intensity on this man. He looks like he is ready to face Roman Reigns, rightfully so.
Weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns.
And there he is, your tribal chief, the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion is Roman Reigns. Does it continue here tonight into Survivor Series, or will Gunther be the man that will lead Monday Night Raw into Survivor Series? Right now on SmackDown, you got Karrion Kross as the undisputed champion. That could change in a couple weeks' time when Cody Rhodes will get an opportunity in a rematch against Kross. So there's a lot of things changing at the top of the mountain right now. As the referee rings the bell, here we go. Two powerhouses go at it. One walks out victorious, and one will be going home with a loss. And Gunther not taking long with, showboating here. Roman gonna show him how it's done right there. Big time suplex takes it to Gunther. Roman Reigns doesn't necessarily taunt too much. He's mostly focused on it. Usually do his taunting once he knows for sure his opponent is down and out for a good amount of time. And now, oh, look at those big boots. A little bit more ferociousness with those boots for sure. And look at Gunther rolling out the ring. And oh, look at this. Over the top. Roman Reigns not playing around here. One of the biggest matches of the year, literally and figuratively. That, when you got a matchup like this against a man so strong in Gunther, there's a lot of times where you have to think outside the box and do a little bit more than you might usually do against certain competitors. As a big power slam outside. Absolutely vicious there from Roman. And now he's going to toss him back in the ring. If I'm Roman, I'd try to go for a pinfall real quick, honestly. And that's what he's going to do. I don't see why not. That power slam was absolutely brutal. But Gunther able to kick out at one. And look at Reigns. He's telling Gunther to stay down. This is the man you want to be World Heavyweight Champion. Certainly, either way, whoever walks out with this championship certainly will continue to have a long reign. Or if Gunther wins, I don't know if anyone will be able to stop him. Oh, nice neck breaker there from Roman Reigns. Absolutely vicious. If we get anything like what we just saw just moments ago in that Extreme Rules match, certainly there's plenty left in the tank tonight. As that crossface right now to Roman Reigns, trying to take down Reigns, but Reigns able to get out of it early. Not too much damage done. Reigns eating that big boot from the Ring General. Ring General trying to keep it in his pace here. And again, another crossface maneuver here. Trying to take it to Roman Reigns. Slow down the pace of Roman Reigns. Why not? And now Reigns again with that neck breaker. Looking to go with that early and often in this matchup. But look at that. Gunther one step ahead of the World Heavyweight Champion. Referee in position, but a strong kick out at one. And now, oh, look at this. A guillotine here. A guillotine. Almost like actually more of like a Coquita clutch. Pardon me. Roman Reigns may have to tap out, but Reigns, not too much damage done on that, and he's able to slip out of it. Those vicious elbows right to the nose. Gunther might end up having a broken nose if he takes too many more of those. And now Gunther fighting out of it. Going to try to give Roman Reigns a broken nose. And oh no, the middle of that back, man. People in the cheap seats will be hearing that one for a couple days. And of course, yep, this is what we're talking about. Paul Heyman getting involved. It's only bound to happen eventually. It's what happened before in the matchup where Gunther was facing off with Solo Sikoa, and The Rock kept getting involved in that matchup. A lot of people believe that Gunther would have defeated Solo Sikoa if The Rock wasn't at ringside. So Gunther has to be very careful with the amount of, interference in this matchup by Paul Heyman. Is now Gunther, no, big reversal from Reigns. And can Reigns pick him up? Oh my goodness. What a power bomb there to Gunther. But look at Gunther rolling out of the ring, trying to give him a breather here. But Reigns again, second time in this matchup, it connects. And you look at Reigns, he's saying, hey, I'm outsmarting Gunther right now. And certainly it seems like it. Gunther, every time he gets out of the ring, it seems like Reigns is going with that now. Almost, I believe this would be called a guillotine or a triangle lock of sorts. A standing headlock here. Gunther is in trouble right now. Certainly it won't get him the submission hold that Reigns wants, a submission victory per se, but it will be enough to really slow down Gunther and loosen him up for later on in this match. Oh no, Reigns setting up Gunther here. Spear out of nowhere. Is that enough? 1, 2. No, Gunther kicks out. And Reigns cannot believe it. Reigns, look at the frustration. He cannot believe it. He believes that was the best opportunity for him to walk out victorious. Now into the corner, Superman punch, and now Reigns gonna go for the spear. Absolute craziness from Roman Reigns, ladies and gentlemen. And now Gunther getting back up to his feet after eating that vicious combination of that spear and a Superman punch. But again, Roman Reigns, it feels like we're at the 9th inning of this matchup, or maybe the 9th round of this boxing matchup. Gunther just eating a bunch of strikes from Roman Reigns. Again and again and again. Who is going to stop this man? And down goes Gunther. And Gunther being told to get up to his feet. Gunther just eating this up. And Roman Reigns making fun of everyone here tonight, saying this is the gentleman that you guys wanted him to knock him off. Knock me off, I should say. And now Reigns again over the top, the 3rd time in this damn matchup. Pure craziness. And now again, oh wait a minute, now Gunther now. Oh my goodness, decapitating him with that chop to the damn chest. Absolutely craziness going on here. And Gunther gonna try to toss him back in the ring. Gonna try to at least cut off the possible count-out victory. And now Gunther back to work. Oh my goodness. Vicious attack here from Gunther. And rightfully so. He needs to. And another. Oh my God. The chest is bound to be red, ladies and gentlemen. And no. Uh-oh. A little bit of a submission hold here at ringside. Gunther trying to incapacitate Roman Reigns here. Oh, but Reigns with a big headbutt. Both men need to start getting back in the ring here. Don't want to have ourselves a count out. And Reigns back right up to where he needs to belong. This could be just mere moments away from utter domination. But again, Gunther again fighting out of it. Absolute craziness galore in this matchup. Oh my God, what a chop there from Gunther. And now the big boot to the face of Roman Reigns. This matchup is going absolute bonkers, ladies and gentlemen. And, the Ring General has him up. Big time power bomb. And now, and of course, Paul Heyman believing this was the right opportunity to try to mess up this matchup with how it's going. Gunther, what in the hell is he thinking about doing? Oh no, the World Heavyweight Champion is in trouble. Roman Reigns about to get hit with a superplex halfway across the ring. Roman Reigns, just when you thought he was going to walk out victorious, Gunther not going to make it easy on him. Brutal clubbing blows to the chest here of Roman Reigns. This feels like if this is anybody's ball game at the moment. Holy cow. All out war going down here live tonight. Oh my God. Talking about vicious clothesline. We certainly just got yourself one. And now Gunther, big time power bomb. But there is a rope break saving Roman Reigns' day. There's a big stomp there. How much more can Roman Reigns take at this exact moment, ladies and gentlemen? Absolute craziness and a big boot. Takes down Reigns. Of course, why not? Why wouldn't Paul Heyman be getting involved in this matchup? Certainly, why not? Big time jumping clothesline there from Roman Reigns. Oh no, the guillotine here. The guillotine here. Will this be enough? Will this? Can he somehow get himself out of this? But now, Gunther, he might have to tap out. No, Gunther now, able to get out of it. He gets himself out of it. Now Gunther with his own submission hold here. Uh-oh, now Gunther. Will Gunther make Roman Reigns tap out? Very, very close, and yes, Reigns taps out. Roman Reigns taps out. Holy crap. Gunther is your new World Heavyweight Champion. Check out the last moments here in this matchup. Reigns could not get Gunther to tap out. Gunther pulls out his own submission hold here. And Reigns, you could see the arm covering the mouth. Reigns could not breathe. And Gunther makes Roman Reigns tap out. And Gunther is your new World Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute craziness going on here tonight at Halloween Havoc. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on Raw.